Hey guys, so I was just on my Facebook and on my YouTube page replying to comments, and yes, I do read every single comment and message you send me, good and bad. And someone sent me a message that said, I've been, following your recommendations and purchasing all the products that you recommend, but I still feel like I'm not getting the results that I want. He feels like he was using the products the wrong way. And that was not the first time that I got that message, so I said, okay, that's enough. You guys are doing what you need to do on your end and really taking in the information and using it to your advantage. But if you don't know what you're doing with the products, then you're really just kind of wasting your time. So I figured, let's just start from the beginning. And I'm going to assume that when you watch this video, you are totally clueless. You don't know what a moisturizer is or what a cleanser or the proper way to do it. So real quick, as I can, I'm going to show you the proper ways to go through cleansing, toning, and moisturizing, okay? I'm a little wet here. I actually did this whole video and I wasn't even recording, so I had to do it again. But I just got back from class. I'm in nursing school, so I sit in lectures all day long. My hair is greasy, my skin was greasy, and I figured it was a great time to do it anyways. Remember, I only recommend washing your face twice a day. That's no matter how greasy you get. So wash it when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. Even if you shower in the middle of the day, I still don't recommend using a cleanser. Of course, you can get your face wet and let the warm water go over your face, but don't use a cleanser. Just save that for the morning and the night. Otherwise, you're overdoing it and you're going to be promoting your skin to produce more oil because it's just stripping it all the time. Today, I'll be using the Foaming Facial Cleanser by Clean and Clear, which I love. Okay, I've talked about this all the time. I'm going to be using the Botanical Facial Toner by Organic for Nature, another great product. And finally, by Neutrogena, this is the Visibly Even Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30. Okay, so let's get started. Washing your face. First thing you want to do is use an antibacterial hand soap. Okay, it's very important because if you're going to be putting your hands on your face, you don't want to come back from, well, in my case, it would be the subway or out in the streets, and then putting your hands on your face and trying to clean your face. It's counterproductive. So wash your hands with a antibacterial hand soap. I already did that, excuse me. Next, in terms of the water temperature, you want to use tepid water, okay? Not hot water, not cold water, not warm water, tepid. It's probably a new word for most of you. Tepid is in between like cool and lukewarm. Okay, so it's like barely warm, but that's a good thing for your skin because really hot water is damaging. It's causing irritation, inflammation, two things that we always want to avoid. So we're talking tepid water that's less than lukewarm. Okay, here we go. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna splash some warm or tepid water on my face. Okay, good. So now my face is wet. I'm gonna make a mess of myself here. Taking some of my cleanser, I'm really only going to use a half to a 3/4 of a pump. With this cleanser, and with most cleansers, you're going to want to froth it up in your hands like this. And then we apply it to our face like this. Okay, and then we're going to start using our fingertips. Let me shut the water off. We're going to start using our fingertips to really massage the cleanser into our skin. Just because it's not foaming up like crazy doesn't mean that it's not working, okay? And we're giving ourselves a nice little facial massage with our fingertips, really kind of working out that oil, that pollution from the air, and working into our skin. If you're a girl, you want to gently go around your eyes and get that eye makeup off, okay? Go up a little bit into your hairline, okay? And for guys, you really want to use the palms of your hands and massage your facial hair because that's a follicle, a hair follicle. There's going to be oil that comes out of there, sebum, things that are not good to leave on your face. So you want to use your hands and get that. Don't go around with your fingernails and try to scrape at your skin. Just use your hands and a light touch and really just give yourself a nice little massage here. Okay? I'm good now. Everything is good. Good. Okay? I'm going to do a quick rinse. Alrighty. Now, that's good. That's all it takes. This is another really important step. You're going to use a clean towel, okay? Don't keep your towel in the bathroom for more than 2 days, 2.5 days. What happens is that as you use your towel and it gets wet and dries, you start getting a buildup of mold and bacteria that you can't see, mold, mildew, bacteria that you can't see on your towel, okay? So what we're gonna do when we dry our face is very gently pat. Did you hear that? Gently pat your face to dry. We're not scrubbing or rubbing, we're just patting our skin. Because we don't want to be spreading around that stuff that's on your potentially dirty towel. If it's a new towel, you don't really have to be too concerned. But in general, you don't just want to be scrubbing your face with a dry, scratchy towel, okay? So that's good. Again, don't use your towels for days and days and days. Now, 2 or 3 times a week, I will exfoliate my face with a washcloth. I do not purchase scrubs, okay? Sometimes I talk about scrubs because they are useful and there are many good ones out there on the market, but the majority of them are not good. Those really, really coarse kernels that they use in the scrubs do a lot of damage to your skin. It's like making these little microscopic tears, and though your skin feels good at the end of the day, you just tore it up on a microscopic level, and now it's gonna have to go back to work and fix all of that. What we can do is we can use a washcloth with the same cleanser. Just get it wet with water, put some washcloth in, and get it all frothy, and then do little small circles like this all over your face, okay? Only for a minute or two, it doesn't take very long, and just use a very, very light touch. It's gonna remove all those dead skin cells, it's gonna promote the growth of young, healthy skin cells, and it's gonna give your skin a nice glowy look. You're not gonna look dull or dry or anything, okay? Just use a nice soft washcloth and do small circles. It's great to do before you shave as a way to kind of get rid of anything that might be caught up in your beard. All right, so that's the exfoliation. I only do that 2 or 3 times a week. And again, you're only gonna do it for a minute and a half, just little small circles all over to give yourself a nice soft face. The next step is toning. Like I said, I'm using the Botanical Facial Toner by Organic for Nature, and there is a review on this product. It's really, really great. What you do is you're gonna take a cotton ball, okay? If you drop the cotton ball on the floor, throw it away and get a new one. Please, I drop cotton balls all the time, and sometimes it's tempting to pick it up and use it, but please, just throw it away, because the floor in bathrooms is so dirty. You put a little bit on a cotton ball, okay? The whole thing isn't soaking wet, just the top part. And you use a very gentle touch and just apply this all over your face, okay? Estheticians are the people that do facials and stuff. They will tell you to always use an upward sweeping motion like this, because gravity is constantly pulling at our skin, pulling it downward, causing wrinkles and aging. And they say, let's not make it worse by pulling our skin down like this, okay? We want to use a nice light touch and go up, okay? Now, I'm not gonna put this on my beard area because I feel that it's blocking the product from getting there, and it really just doesn't feel that great. So if I had a nice fresh shave, I would put it in that area. But for the time being, I'm just gonna put it on the areas of my face where there's no hair. And I would just like to bring to your attention right now that my skin isn't perfect either. As you can see, I do have blemishes, so I'm right there with you, okay? So there's your toner. Let it dry for a minute or two. You don't have to let it dry before you put your moisturizer on. It's not gonna change how effective it is. And actually, some people would say that putting a moisturizer on a damp skin from the toner helps seals in that moisture. But it's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people don't like the feel of putting lotion on top of wet skin. Personally, I don't either, okay? So now we're moving on to the moisturizer. This is the, again, Neutrogena Visibly Even daily moisturizer with SPF 30. I am going back outside after this, so you want to make sure you use a product with sunscreen. Doesn't matter if you're going outside to sit in a desk or going outside to play soccer. You still want to protect your face with sunscreen. UV rays come in from those windows, and yes, they do filter out a little bit of the UV. They don't filter out 100% of it. You'd be really surprised that if someone has the same desk job for 30 years and they sit with the window facing the same direction, this side of their body is going to have a lot more sun damage than this side of the body, despite the fact the windows in office buildings have UV protection. So that just goes to show you, you need sunscreen every day, whether it's sunny, raining, or cloudy, or snowing, okay? You got to put on sunscreen and get in the habit of doing it. Now, the way I put on moisturizer is I use about a half of a pea for every section of my face. Okay, so I just put a dab of moisturizer on every section of my face. I just use about a half of a pea-sized amount of lotion. So this is another really important step. When you're putting on moisturizer, you're not going to put it in your hand and rub it like this and then smear it on your face. That is not the right way to do it. You're going to use one hand and keep this as your clean hand, okay? It's very important that you prevent or at least decrease the risk of spreading bacteria and dirt on your face, okay? And by using just one hand and just my fingertips, I'm going to do that. Just like this. And again, I just do one section at a time. Make sure you get under your eyes, above your eyes, and everything in between. Okay? Small circles, gentle touch. Not tugging at my skin, just being as gentle as possible. Alright? And it's going to take a minute to absorb. Now, if your moisturizer causes you to have greasy looking skin, don't let that deter you from using it, okay? I always talk about using a little bit of powder makeup to help even out your skin tone and reduce shine. And really, that's all you can do because a lot of moisturizers make your skin look greasy. I'm not to say that there's good ones out there that give you a nice matte finish, but some of the best ones are gonna give you a kind of a greasy appearance. So you might be interested in using a little tiny bit of powder to just put on your face afterwards, and that will cut down on the shine. So that way you're not deterred from using a moisturizer just because it gives a little bit of a shiny finish. All right, so keep that in mind. The next thing I would do is probably just do my hair and go out, but I'm going to the gym and I don't find that very necessary. So I'm gonna leave it just like this. But anyways, I'm good to go. If I wanted to, I'd put a little powder on and I would get going, but at this point, that's all you need to know, okay? 3 really basic steps, maybe 4 if you use a washcloth to help exfoliate your skin. But I hope you learned something. It is really important, and that truly is the essential basics of good skincare. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.